After watching this video, you will not purchase ginger again. So ginger is a must-have in your garden, and as you can see, these ginger planted about a month or little over a month ago, and they are coming up slowly but surely. Ginger is a crop that takes 1 year, 10 to 11 months to harvest, but you can just call that 1 year. But it's a thing that is very useful in terms of it can make juice, it can spice up your pot and all those things. But did you know that one one little piece of ginger can give you a lot of ginger, and you don't have to buy ginger again? Alright, let me show you how to plant ginger. Let's start there. First, let's say you purchase a ginger in the local supermarket, right? You have it on your counter. You want to wait until the ginger start to sprout before you plant it, because if you don't wait until the ginger start to sprout, it will be in the soil dormant. So you plant it and it will take 2 months and it's still nothing, still underneath the soil, and then in 3 months time you start to see something like this. But in 3 months, that's a long wait. That's a very long wait to see a little result. But if your ginger start to sprout on your countertop already, in a month time or less than a month, you can see result like this. And if you see right here, this is the ginger. It start to push up out of the dirt, or probably it wasn't covered deep enough in the soil. You don't want to plant your ginger too deep into the soil. Right here, this is the ginger, and if you see right here, this is the sprouting. But this little finger right here can give me almost a pound of ginger from this one plant. Once it reach, this is still a small plant, but this is basically, let's say, 2 month growth. So once it reach 1 year growth, it can reach at least a pound from just this plant, right? Let me show you what I meant when I say let the ginger sprout on your countertop. So right here for this experiment, I had planted a ginger into this container for some time now, but as you realize, in this container there's nothing, you're not seeing anything, but ginger is in this container, and there's a lot of ginger right here as well. So if you check this row, you're probably just seeing that ginger alone. One is just coming up right here, but one is right here, one is right here, one is right here. So 6 inches apart, there's a ginger. Same for this row. You're probably just that is a dog. I'm gonna get rid of that dog. Don't have pets, guys. When you have pets, they are very nasty sometimes. This is a ginger right here. I don't want to show the pet mess, because I'm going to give him a proper beating once I finish film this video. He poo in my garden, rude. Alright, so example. So a ginger is planted right here. One is planted right here as well. Another is planted right here, and one is right here. The difference why those sprout is because those already started to sprout before I planted them. So but these ones that aren't sprouting as yet, they're gonna take, as I said in the previous year, 2 to 3 additional months before you start to see result like this. In this container, I have a ginger. So let me try to find that ginger to show you what I meant by sprouting. Just gonna show. So let's say you purchase this ginger from your local supermarket, right? If you realize when you purchase it, you're not gonna have sprout like this on it, right? You're not gonna have sprout. But if you leave this ginger on your countertop for a few weeks, you start to realize that it starts to grow, right? At this point, you can plant the ginger and it will start to show results like this in less than a month. But if, let's say, it wasn't sprouting, these are what I call sprout. This white part right here, you realize that it is a stem being grown. And if you look right here again, there's a stem right here. So you know that this ginger is start to grow. If it wasn't sprouting and you plant it, let's say stay like something like this part right here, and you plant it, it will take an additional 2-3 months before you start to see results. Now, how do you plant ginger? Alright, so there's a simple way. Let's say this is your hoe, and you scratch, you fork up your land, or you mow, you hoe the land. What do you call it? Hoe the land, you plow the land. Right, that's your let's say that's your big row that you use. Some person says to plant it vertically like this, but I would recommend you plant it not really vertically but kinda slant. That way this little stem right here will start to grow upwards. This little stem start to grow upwards. This little stem start to grow upwards. If you plant it vertically, let's say a stem is right at the bottom, then you're gonna block that stem right here. Let's say a stem is going to come where my big thumb is, then you block that stem, but then you plant it semi-vertical. Every stem can have an opportunity to grow upwards. Then you cover it. You don't want to cover it too deep, and don't mind that little stem that is coming up. You can cover it. It will push through the soil as well, because remember, it was in my container. It was in my container growing, and you didn't see it. So if you cover it like this, no problem. This little stem will start to grow out right here. You can leave it uncovered, but if you cover it, no problem, because it's still young. You don't want it to be exposed to the sunlight and it burn and wilt the plant. But that way, and that's it. And then in a year time, 10 to 11 months, you're gonna have some big ginger like this plant, even bigger than this plant. I'm gonna take you to my large ginger farm right now. Let me walk you and then continue the video. Alright, so I'm at the ginger farm now, and it goes all the way down to that bottom, all the way down to where the trees are. Go a long way down right at the bottom. So it's very big. But if you go through the ginger, not all the ginger is up like this. So it's gonna be one, just as I explained earlier before. One is right here, one is right here, one is right here. This one, you can see that this one just start to shoot. One is right here, one is right there, one is right there. So if you go through the entire one, this one just start to shoot right here. One is right there. One is right there. So it's like throughout the entire field, you're gonna see ginger being sprouting or shooting out of the soil, because it's still in the early stage, and we get some rain today, and we get some rain yesterday. So by now and next week, you're gonna have a lot of ginger coming up. Here is one more, here is one more, here is one more. So you get the idea. So this farm is going to be filled with ginger in a month or so. Basically, give it a month or so to majority of them coming up. There's one small one right here just coming up. So you get the idea. In a month, and as I said, this one plant, or this one example, this plant I purchased